This is Moonstalker, at that place of walkthroughs with Mdebh, Cousland, Dragon Age Origins.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed. A fine gift. You have my thanks. A fine gift. You have my thanks. A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Alright, Morgan's genuinely starting to like Mdebh. These two front three, bunch of them. Let's keep going. Liliana.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say. Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
I am impressed. My thanks.
Sten likes paintings. Alistair likes carving statues. Like this.
Is that for me? Really? Wow! Wow!
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
What have you there? A mirror? You could not know it, but I possessed something very similar long ago. I stole such a mirror from a village, and Flemeth was enraged at my carelessness. She destroyed it, much to my dismay. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
Don't be ridiculous. It's a gift, Morgan.
You say that as if I should be accustomed to such a thing. I have never received a gift, not one which did not come at a price. I suppose I should say thank you for the gift. 'Tis most thoughtful, truly.
You're welcome.
I'll get on it.
Let's see. Canary Infantry Hill. These are gifts I give to other people. We can use this later. Want to know what I want to use it for. Do I have to sell anything? A saber sword. Yeah, there's probably a few things we'll need to sell. Liliana. And we can sell a few items, I suppose. I should get the stick for Mdebh. Some way I can make them really appreciate me.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
Let me see your wares, Bowden.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Alrighty then. What we got here? I'll pick this. And this. Stick. Mdebh, where are you? There you are. Come here, boy. Here's a stick. Minor dexterity. Moderate. Major. And massive. Bonus for Mdebh.
Oh, why, you little...
Are you harassing my dog?
Me? Harassing your dog? I should say it's the other way round. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Well, he is a war dog. It's just a warning. He could have taken a hand off.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Yeah.
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh.
Ew.
Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Poor Mdebh. Don't listen to Alistair. He's full of rubbish.
Hey!
Look at what your fool dog placed in my pack.
He's so cute.
A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
Hey, in America we call them rabbits. Can't be any stinkier than what normally goes into them.
I am going to pretend I never heard that. The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
It was a gift. You can't just throw it away like that.
I just did.
Oh.
I don't want it, you worthless fur bag.
You hurt his feelings.
Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
Why are we stopping?
I'd like to talk for a moment.
There are
are Darkspawn to be fought? Is this delay needful?
People have to rest, eat, sleep, as well as fight, Stan. Are you alright? You're in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
You said you were in the army.
I am.
Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, human.
What do you mean by that?
My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands.
So the Canary don't come from the islands?
We do now.
Where did you come from before?
Somewhere else.
Well, we'd like to invade your homeland. So, could you be more specific?
No. I was born in Seheron. Of the land we came from, I know nothing, not even its name. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
True. Let's go.
As you wish.
The oath.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Oh, that's a knee slapper.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
Huh, you don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't
You
want
have
to let me
funny
go.
toes and fingers.
Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did? I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Why did the Grand Cleric want to keep you?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
You need to toughen up, Alistair. Duncan wouldn't want to see you like this.
Yes, you're right. I should be angry for what happened to him, not sad. I shouldn't forget what Loghain did. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking. What do you need?
You want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
That doesn't mean I don't mourn his loss.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
Yeah, you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
Yeah, that is stupid. He'd be dead.
Yes, I know. I think he came from Hyeva, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
Arahow murdered my entire family recently.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me to forget. Here I am going on and on about Duncan, and you... I am so sorry. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to Highever with you. when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think. Something on your mind?
Has anyone ever told you how handsome you are?
Not unless they were asking me for a favor. Well, there was that one time in Denerim, but those women were not like you. Why? Is this your way of telling me you think I'm handsome?
Oh, my lips are sealed.
Oh, I get it. I'll get it out of you yet. So, is this the part where I get to say the same?
Not unless you don't think so.
Oh, I think so. I'll just spring it on you when it's a surprise.
You dork. Alright.
At your service.
I have some questions.
Of course.
You said this Arl Eamon raised you.
Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
That would explain the smell.
Well, it wasn't until I was 8 that I discovered you didn't have to lick yourself clean. Old habits die hard, you know.
That would explain the breath as well.
And my table manners, too. Though, come to think of it, they weren't all that different from the other Templars. Or did I dream all of that? Funny the dreams you'll have when you sleep on the cold, hard ground, isn't it? Are you having strange dreams?
Yeah, they all involve strangling you.
You would do violence upon me? I am shocked and dismayed. The dogs would never threaten me like this, you know. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arl Eamon wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
But you blamed him then, I take it.
I was young and resentful and not very pious. Of course I blamed him. I remember screaming at him like a little child. Well, I was a child, so I doubt he was surprised. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10, just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Well, you're probably luckier than most orphans.
I suppose you're right. I wasn't raised as the Arl's son, though, if you're picturing that. I slept in hay, out in the stables, not on silk sheets. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
You were young.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Caelan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story. At your service.
I have some questions.
Of course.
If you were raised in a chantry, have you never,
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
you know what I mean?
I'm not sure I do. Have I never seen a basilisk? ate jellied ham? Have I never licked a lamppost in winter?
Now you're making fun of me.
Make fun of you, dear lady? Perish the thought. Well, tell me, have you ever licked a lamppost in winter?
No, I've never licked a lamppost in winter.
Good. I hear it's quite painful. I remember one of the younger initiates did it on a dare once, and there was pointing and laughing. Oh, the humanity. I myself have also never done it. That. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course, but you know.
You've never had the opportunity.
Well, living in the Chantry is not exactly a life for rambunctious boys. They taught me to be a gentleman, especially in the presence of beautiful women such as yourself. That's not so bad, is it?
You think I'm beautiful?
Of course you are, and you know it. You're ravishing, resourceful, and all those other things you probably hurt me for not saying.
So glad you remembered. Wait a minute. Let's be sweet here. She kind of likes it. I would never hurt you.
Nor I, you. Let us be off then, lest your risque talk make my ears blush. At your service.
I'd like to discuss something private.
Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
I just wanted to tell you how much I enjoy your company.
You know, I was just thinking the same thing. Given the circumstances, things could have been so much worse. I'm so grateful that you're you, instead of some other Grey Warden. That sounded better in my head. I just mean to say that I can't imagine having done this without you.
Thank you, Alistair.
Now we just need to be rid of that pesky archdemon, and everything will be back to normal, right?
He's so sweet. You gotta love the guy. Alright. Let's see.
Yes.
Let's bring the 18.
Indeed.
We need herbs.
Something is great.
What the heck? Liliana, can you get that trap?
Right ahead.
Alistair just went up.
How are we gonna hurt? It's your time to go. Let's see what you're made of. Just follow me. Let's make this quick.
Liliana, the trap. Oh. Someone must have stepped in there somewhere.
Trap right ahead.
Fail.
Yeah. Oscar, you shall pay.
Take that!
Come and get it. Oh, this could be good.
Down! I think we worked well.
Ouch. Get pain. Good job, team.
All right, all right. I'll get on it.
Now's better than later.
Wait a minute. Alistair, level up. Shield wall.
I'll get on it.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Actually, I've been looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
I am a Grey Warden. I wish to speak to your leader.
A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Do many people go about pretending to be Grey Wardens?
No, that's true. Perhaps I shall let the Keeper decide for himself. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Masirinus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name is Mdebh. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Is there no way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I am good at non-trivial tasks.
Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
I'll find this Witherfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
I should go.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
What exactly do you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest, Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
What if I found some ironbark for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
Very well. I'll take a look when I'm in the forest.
That would please me, so long as our hunters come first.
I would like to barter with you.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Get lots of herbs. New quest, Rare Ironbark.
must say, I thought the Dalish would be much harder to find. Do you think this clan let us find them? Something I can help with?
What would someone like you be doing in Lothering's chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
They don't teach you how to fight in the cloister, do they?
Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
What did you do before that?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on. Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
I heard that in Orlais, minstrels are often spies.
Where did you hear this?
I don't remember.
Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers. But some of them are what we call bards.
What's the difference?
Many use the two words minstrel and bard interchangeably, but to do so in Orlais would cause misunderstanding. Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are.
Do they spy on Ferelden?
Some do. Mostly, it is nobles spying on other nobles. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the Empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
I knew it! You're not just some innocent sister.
I have revealed too much, it seems. But it doesn't matter what I used to be. It is the past.
I'd never leave that. Sounds way too exciting.
The excitement of the life wears off very quickly, I'm afraid. I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry. And when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to see the Maker brought me here.
Time to have some fun. Try out her new sword.
They say the veil came here.
still enjoys a good fight.
All right, all right. Now's better than later.
That was exhilarating.
Foolish creature. It should know better than to attack.
Sweet. Some flowers.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Dailies and the human of all things to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony.
Die, beast!
Come, brothers and sisters! Swift Runner calls you to battle! Drive this invader from our midst!
So be it.
Let's go! The forest has eyes of its own, and it shall deal with you. You have been warned.
Bugger off.
This'll be fun. I know how desperate you are. You're pathetic.
Brave shield guarding the bridge. Mighty blow. Up here.
All right.
Lovely.
Got it.
Okay, let's go get some iron bar.
I'm sorry. Am I too quick for you? Got it.
Here we go. Harvested a nice mess of iron bar.
All right, all right.
Who comes?
I am a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Here? But, we were sent to find Witherfang, bring his heart. Attacked.
Take the hunter back to the daily camp.
And Darren Atishan, Grey Warden. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live.
I'm glad we were able to help him. Thank the Maker we returned to the Dalish in time. He must have watched over this man.
Or perhaps his own gods were watching out for him.
And perhaps they just know the Maker by another name.
Believe what you wish. It seems to me that they should be thanking the Grey Warden more than some absent god.
What's wrong?
But who am I to
Mdebh?
judge?
Ma Syranas, your help
Looks
is
like your head is
appreciated.
about to explode.
Come, Lethaline. Let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
What do you wish?
I found some ironbark for you.
Truly? Let me see. Yes, that is indeed ironbark, and a substantial quantity of it as well. Well done. An agreement is an agreement, and I will craft something from this wood for you. What would you like? A bow? Or perhaps a breastplate?
The breastplate sounds good.
Manovinin, I will craft it myself. Watch if you prefer, it will not take long. And I've reformed the wood to my will. A Dalish breastplate for you. May it serve you well.
Thank you.
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times.
I understand.
Had we known a Grey Warden was coming, we might have arranged a different reception. But I wish you good fortune with your task. Dareth Shiral.
Dareth Shiral.
You know, I've heard about the Orlesian bard.
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
So it's just a dream. Why say it's a vision?
I have had dreams. This was different somehow. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Did you hear voices?
No, not voices. It's not so simple. He spoke directly to my soul, in a language no human tongue can express. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
Yes, but the Chantry teaches that the Maker's left us.
He's still here. I hear him in the wind and the waves. I feel him in the sunlight that warms my skin. I know what the Chantry says about the Maker, and what should I believe? What I feel in my heart, or what others tell me?
Believe whatever feels right to you, Liliana.
Thank you. It's nice to find someone who agrees. I know what I know, and no one will ever make that untrue. Something I can help with?
I'd like to ask you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated, and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais, and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
Why did she leave Ferelden then?
She had served Cecily, the Lady Cecily, for many years, and was loyal to her. Cecily was a good person. She was always kind to me. Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her, I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecilie than my mother.
What was Cecilie like?
She was an elderly lady, very refined and proper. She had impeccable manners and taste, more so than a lot of Orlesian ladies. Cecilie was also kind. My mother was unmarried and with child. It was scandalous, and Cecilie had every right to turn my mother out. She didn't. Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andrastis Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
Alright.
At your service. Well, we're not exactly alone. What did you have in mind?
Never mind.
Fair enough. Off we go then.
I lied to you, you know, about why I left Orlais.
So, you didn't get tired of the life after all, huh?
In a way I did. But these feelings were triggered by events which I did not tell you about. I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me? Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
Fascinating. Tell me more.
I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did.
You loved her?
She was a remarkable woman. I cannot fully express the admiration I had for her, or the depth of my affection. I thought I knew her. My devotion to her blinded me to her less than noble attributes. You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
You opened them, didn't you?
My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevarra and Antiva among others. It was treason.
So, it's just Orlais.
My life as bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
What do you mean?
I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
What happened then?
The Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
You never sought revenge on Marjolaine for this?
No. Survival was my only concern at the time. The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again.
So you ran away, like a coward.
It was cowardly to try to save myself? To drag my broken body across the wilds to Ferelden, where the Orlesians cannot touch me? And you would have thrown yourself at a wall of armored chevalier out for your blood?
Absolutely.
That is the brave thing? Think of it what you will. It is done, and I cannot change it. But that is the truth of why I am in Ferelden.
Yeah. Hey. Ooh, she didn't like that. Well, we'll give her a present. Make her feel better. Found something she might like.
Flowers? Thank you. They're very pretty.
These are your mother's flowers, aren't they?
These were her favorite. I haven't seen these in such a long time. They smell just like Mother used to. Thank you. Thank you so much for remembering.
You're welcome.
At your service. Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
Never mind.
Fair enough. Off we go then.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
That's right, bitch.
It's a good day to die. I'm sorry. Have I disturbed you?
Assassin leader.
Stop. Don't kill him.
Are you insane?
He is no common bandit. None of them were. Their weapons and armor are of fine make, and they are well trained. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Who are you?
Someone who regrets taking you on. I was told it would be an easy job. Kill the little red-haired girl. Deal with the others as we pleased.
Kill the... You came to kill me?
No one threatens my friends and lives.
Wait, just 1 second. Who sent you? Why am I wanted dead?
I don't pay to ask why someone wants someone else dead. I just need to know what to do and where to get my money. Ha! Money. I'll be lucky to get away with my life, it seems. Maybe we could work something out.
Don't count on it.
You like the idea?
Speak quickly.
I've no real quarrel with you. Wasn't me that wanted you dead. But I know how you can find the one who does.
Don't just stop there. Tell us.
I have some directions written down on how to get to the house. It's in Denerim. Yeah, it's the best I can do.
Thank you. Now leave. I never want to see you again.
I think we should just kill him, just to be safe.
But she said I could.
Lillian is wrong.
It's Marjolaine. It has to be.
Why now?
Maybe someone saw me. Maybe she's finally found me and wants to finish what she started.
We should go to Denerim to confront her.
Perhaps it's time to settle this score for good.
Yeah.
All right. Now's better than later. Can I get you a ladder so you can get...
Let's go.
What now? Ah, Denerim. If we had time, I would like to look for Marjolaine. We have a score to settle.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are...
They shall be named Maleficar, accursed one.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
How can I help you?
Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
I'll take a look.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
I recognize you. From Ostagar. And trust his blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Cousland. I demand satisfaction, sir.
You want to duel me?
An uncommon traitor deserves no common death. We will meet on the field of honor, and my blade shall see justice done. Meet me in the back alley behind the Nod Noble Tavern. There we will duel.
Very well. If you insist on dying, you'll have your duel.
Make peace with the Maker, sir. These are your last moments.
Do you think they sell silk ribbons in that store?
Are you ready? I am no savage. I would not take advantage of you.
I'm ready. Let's fight one-on-one.
May the Divine look after you, sir. You've held yourself with honor. Begin.
I see enemies ahead.
We fight for honor. This is the price of betrayal.
Someone's gonna fall, and it sure won't be me!
Justice shall be swift.
That's right.
You fought with honor.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my
It's a
back?
land we couldn't have asked for a noble.
Now's better than later.
Very innovative, making a place for idiots to gather where they won't be underfoot.
What can I get you, stranger?
Let me see what you have.
Right, I'll show you around.
You can hand out some of this stuff.
Dwarven crafts. Welcome, welcome. We sell only the strongest dwarven steel, folded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar. In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road.
Let's see what you have.
Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Nothing. Garbage.
So, you're female, Liliana, right?
I am? That's news. When did that happen?
I just wanted some advice. What should I do if I think a woman is special and...
You want to woo her? Here's a good tip. You shouldn't question her about her femaleness.
All right, yes, good point.
Why'd you ask? Are you afraid things will not proceed naturally?
Why would they? Especially when I do things like ask women if they're female.
It adds to your charm, Alistair. You're a little awkward. It is endearing.
So I should be awkward? Didn't you just say not to do things like that?
Just be yourself. You do know how to do that, don't you?
All right, forget I asked.
This is Moonstalker at That Place for Walkthroughs with Mdebh, Cousland of Dragon Age Origins. Catch you on the flip side.